Mm-hmm. Okay. This is interesting, Joseki. I never played it because it looks not really as common as usually, but why not? It looks fine. What else? I would be really interested to play Double Hane and see what is happening here. I don't have the idea. I think something like this will happen, which is probably still possible to be a Joseki. Ah, maybe white can capture. So this is a problem. You have to play like this. Then it's a bit sad. So I guess this is the only move, and it looks okay. You get center, you get some wall, and not exchanging this is also good. At least now this cut is not really a problem. So yeah, and here I think I would be playing this. I'm not even sure like about this. It feels not that important. Even if you get this, you anyway will get this Atari at some point. So shape-wise, I don't think it's really a big problem, and it's for sure Gota. It makes something, but I feel like this one is more important from that side. And then later you can push, build some shape. I don't know, A or B. It's very difficult to say. Both are okay. B is a bit softer, not really center, but you have a follow, but both are okay. Also, here, I don't know, maybe it's a bit too much, but I think white is super strong. So I would try to push. It's not that easy for black to find the next move in this case. Like, probably black can manage something. I mean, for sure black can, but it's not that easy. I think you can get some momentum if you start from this. Some Keima, M4. Maybe you can even, like, if you can block it, it's already good. Maybe you can use some attach, like center, if it's center or not. Something like this. Maybe give something. Oh, it's too much. I think just Keima should be okay. Keima or this, and something like here in order to block. I think this is already fine, like this way. Shape by itself is stronger, and also like it feels like that white shape is just stronger. Maybe this one you can exchange, probably a good exchange, and then go with the same stuff. You know, 3-4 looks like cannot be bad. Feels like too easy for white. For black in this case. Maybe black should just jump. If you like this one, I would be again happy as black to just kind of maybe block or something. Then if you block in this area, probably black will not build a lot, but you can connect your position, and then it's way easier to play later. Tenuki probably also fine. Yeah, this is good. Maybe. I don't know. There's not so much you can do. So probably fine. Other option would be to take top. Also okay. Be something there. Or to block here. All options, like the game becomes smaller, so all options are reasonable, I think. Yeah, that's good. This looks fine. Yeah, this is good. This is first range exchange for black. Like this move doesn't really help. But later, if you will not answer, this is basically, I mean, you can play even like this at some point. You can just take all these moves would be centers. So yeah, K6. Yeah, K6. I think this is like more like my style. I like to put pressure, get a wall, and then invade. So in this case, this is game would be a bit straightforward, I would say, because you will probably block white, and then fighting would be way easier. But also you invest something. 1-2 is -1 points. Like later here, you can maybe play something like this and try to attack and push to the center. So this way, like here, you play. This is more complicated, but cannot be bad. Just harder a bit to control. Maybe now I'm thinking about this turn. Like this area, even if black will connect, this is not that important. Like I cannot imagine black cuts, so black needs to play something like this. And so now, more or less, maybe some more cool move. You can maybe play here to have a better shape. I don't know if it's better. I don't know. I think this one is fine. This, and then overall, maybe now you can even play some more crazy stuff. Like just to push, this group runs on the top. This is also looks like an option. It's very difficult to say which one is better to me. I mean, this is also kind of a split in attack. So also looks kind of fine. I would be happy with both here. Even this looks okay. Yeah. Maybe now try to attach. I want to, like, this is a split in attack, and the idea you want to make the easier group. Want to put some pressure on the group which is more light. Like in this case, you cannot ever sacrifice black this group. And you cannot also make sabaki with it. So I would really try to maybe put pressure on this. I don't know, even like this. Try to, I mean, maybe like this. This is too much. If you get this exchange, this is a bit risky, but or attach. It's too easy, I guess. But this is what I, or maybe attach from the top also would be okay. And try to put pressure like this. In a game, black can easily kind of skip a move on the bottom. I think as black, it's way better to just jump. And now this fight, like bottom group cannot really die. Top also very difficult to combine everything. I think white will jump and then all fight. There was a lot of groups. And if black can live with everything, I'm pretty sure black has more cash. And this game becomes difficult. And if and for black, this is like the best idea. Also for black, the main idea, you have two groups. If you play like this, you cannot really connect group A and group B. Like in this case, group A and group B. It's not possible to connect them. I mean, white will anyway try to cut it. Then means that if white will cut, then this moves effect on a top and a bottom group. So this exchange A and B is very bad for black. It's just making the things way more difficult. You need to just run in a separate direction. That's why I want to just run on the top. And I think it's not so easy for white to continue here. It's not really easy to find a way. This is strange. I would rather play something like this. If you can get center, if you can cut in center, would be cool. But this is strange. Now probably black can kind of solve everything with some attach. It looks like if black connects, this is collapse for attack. So I'm not even sure. Maybe some move like, well, I think this one is good. Just like this. And then it's still an attack and you still have some moves. You can still later, if you block, hope for something. It's not completely alive. So I feel like this one would be fine. Okay. I'm also not really sure what is really answer on this move at the moment. Like, there is some stuff, and if you get, yeah, black just capture, that's true. You get Atari and then connect, but now all moves are relatively center. For example, you can play A in center, so I don't know if it's really worth it or not. Maybe even B also in center in this case. And if you have a B in center, which you lose nothing. Also, might be even a plus on points. Might be useful, I think. I'm just thinking it looks cool. Yeah. Yeah, just before the peep. Okay, now I feel like black kind of solve it halfway, but not possible to connect. I think if it's possible to connect even like this, if it works, then black should try. I think if black connect it, the game becomes difficult. So maybe, yeah. Okay, I will explain why not a6. About a6, you get this one. And then afterwards, there is always a connection at A. You can jump, and then everything is connected. And then you lose some points, but this reserve connection always nice to have. So now you can ask, because later you don't know if white will really give you option to have A6 in center. Okay. Now it looks a bit crazy. Also, one more thing, which is good to think about. Here, black is a victim. So if you go like this, you create a group. But for you, I think as black, it's way easier to run and keep this connection in a pocket. At the moment, it's not necessary to play it. I don't think that white will take. Would be too optimistic. And you can just escape and there is no really a problem. So this connection usually escalates in the fight. And you usually want to escalate a fight when your position is stronger. In this case, black gets all points everywhere. So I'm pretty sure black should have a compromise, and then it would be a good game for black. Just not to die. Also, maybe, I'm not sure you need to capture there. Like, how about something like this? Just before, to see what is the reaction. Before capturing to leave. Like, this is again, I was if it's like this is for sure good. Like no matter, it's good for black. I mean, black gets something more or less from this. But if you just, yeah, if you just go something aggressive or even block, I don't know if it's that. I mean, this is some semi which I don't have any clue. Maybe you can go with some cuts. This is maybe crazy, but I mean, or at least this one. This is still an option, but this maybe you can ignore now. So I don't know. But I think this is for slow. Now black has an option to really settle everything. Okay. This is good. And basically, now the position looks kind of easy for black in this case. Maybe now white should try to attack. I don't know if this works or not. Maybe not. Okay. But anyway, I mean, this is double attack. This is one group, big group. This is another group. White is alive. There is no problem with leaving the group. So you don't need to defend. This is a moment. This is slow. Now black can defend. And yeah, now it feels like maybe white loses a chance. Yeah, this is good. This also looks good. Yeah, m9 is bad. I'm not sure it's bad. As far as it works, it looks okay. I don't know if it works or not. Like, maybe there is something here. It's very difficult to say it's bad. I mean, there is so many options. If you go with the other one, maybe this way, maybe this is better. Again, this is super tricky. Maybe it's better. Looks like, because now you can cut like this. So it would be some exchange. And maybe this way it would be just easy to live. Yeah. Looks like this is the key sequence. But this one is also not so easy to handle as white. To be honest, I didn't understand why black didn't try to capture this. Is there some cool sequence? At this point, I don't see anything. I think, to me, it feels like white is dead. Or some semi, but I don't have any. A6, LE, L5 throughout the game. Yeah, but also this one, I checked with the AI, yeah, this also says that this one kind of win the game, but I also don't see it. I don't see the clear way how to solve it, and that's the problem. That I mean, even this for me looks super complicated. And like this, maybe you can escape, or there is would be some exchange, but this looks super crazy. So even here, I feel like even this is not clear that it's so bad. It's okay. And now, yeah. I think this was too much. Like, kept trying to capture in this group was probably like you never win this. You never win the semi against this group. How to play against N10? I think N10 is already too late. I think at this point you need to jump. N10 is just like this feels sad, and like this I think Blake is winning. So probably you have to play it, and I think the timing was on the bottom. Like this. Now you need to go with the splitting attack. Maybe something like this. It's okay. This or Keima or this one. Something. Yeah. And after this, I feel like it's kind of... I mean, this is unclear. Even now, I'm not sure what is the situation if Black captures, to be honest. Can you capture it cleanly? I mean, maybe. But this is, again, this is some crazy semi-ice. Maybe now it works. I'm not sure, but Black should try. But not like this. Like this is just over here. Just here. It's still not that obvious. I think now probably feels like white will find some options. If you go do it like this, the best move would be for white probably there. Or it's just me, I just escape. And that's it. Okay, do you have questions here? Or we can move further? Okay, I will upload the next one. Yeah, from the beginning it was easy, but then this fight was a bit difficult. So yeah. So next one is Robert Bonjon against Matthew Cable. It looks like a very, very flexible move about this. I think I would really want it to play like this. Don't know if it's a good one, but I want to have 1-2 to kind of use this stone. And I think this is might be the correct direction. in this case, even though it's not easy. I feel like overall, you know, in this kind of joseki, even this one, I'm pretty sure there is a lot of variations which might be okay, but I think in any case it would be nice to have it. Good. Yeah. So now white managed to cut black, and this would be for sure ideal shape. So I would be thinking about something creative. I don't know, maybe something like this. Like to keep all the taji. At the moment, I'm okay to go like this or maybe like this. Something like 1-2 feels like a good exchange for white, for black, to have a nice shape. So I would go. I mean, I'm not sure. Maybe you can even play 3 and then even like this. Then it's making the shape wise. Just too easy feels for white that white get ideal shape and goes through. And also, I don't see what to do after white play here. Like now, it feels like A and B is miai, and it's super painful. I don't know. About this, like there is 2 options how to play A and B, and in the game white tried to play A. A reason why I don't like A, you push. In any case, like let's say also here you push, you don't give anything as black. Like black builds something, it's not even clear what. If you will push here till maximum, let's say, this is painful. Like you just ruin a lot on the bottom. Or maybe the stone will die, so you cannot really push much. Then you want to push where you lose less. And now I think black kind of have to play 2 and white get really good lead in this case. I think I would even play this. I don't know, it's not even clear how bad the situation with that 3 stones are, and I would count that this is not completely alive. This is for sure not alive, and even if white can live here, you will get a wall. It's not clear how white will live. If white will try, and with that 3 stones there, it's very difficult to kill them. Just imagine this always sequence. And on this honey you can cut and then play here. This is a core, but moreover, it's like if we consider that this is dead, you don't lose anything as black. Like so, white will invest a lot, and then you play this core. So white cannot really play 6, and then this shape is not really dying. So I feel like not so easy for white to continue to attack. So that's why I would just leave it. Okay. This is good. Yeah. I'm more fun about these shapes. This is a good shape. This one is not good one. Like very difficult to. I mean, there is no reason to not to defend the corner if you can. Also here, I don't know how to play the shape, but for sure not like this. It doesn't really ruin anything. Like this is still almost alive. Maybe like this and keep. I'm not sure it's correct one, to be honest. But I would play like this or even like this to ruin the shape. And try to have the other from the other one, or maybe this way, this and this. This is also an option. Try to kind of exploit the other way of the peep. I think this is more interesting, or just play maybe from this side and force to leave, because I feel like this might be even like if I would play black, I would play just Tenoki on this. There is no really danger at the moment. On this one, it's very difficult to do something after 3. I think there is one way how you can use these stones in the joseki. It's to play here. Now you can have a bit better, you can block from both sides. So if you have some stones on the side like this shape is super strong for black. Now you can use it, like playing something like this. And maybe now, usually this one, let's say it's center, but now it's not. Now you can, like white will defend, but you don't need to defend. And then you can play something like this. So this is most likely would be the way how to use the stones. If you play a normal joseki, most likely these stones will not help. And yeah, like this, doesn't look like they are really helping. Like this, it's more or less, it looks even. But if white will go here and go with this one, it's looks really not good. Yeah, it looks like black is over concentrated, plus black get additional ponuki. This looks not good. So usually playing this ko is too much. Like you can, but you already invest. You need to have some huge cost rate, like really big, because you invest so much. And even if white lose the ko, it's not that terrible. Like let's say we have a cost rate, and then for white is okay to play some cost rate. It's just about points. Ponuki is already there, so usually black never goes for that. Okay, this is fine. Why not? I think this is the key when you need to play here. Yeah, and then white will go like this. Maybe white will play tenuki, but one is a key move here. This is the shape. You force 3. Let's say white will connect, and what is the plus with this one? You can get later, you can capture a stone at 7, and then it means that this cut doesn't work at all. I mean, it will cut to a live group in the end. So black is become super strong here. Sometimes even white answer like this in order to not to give up a stone. And then black can play some kind of shapes. Like now black gets sent and kind of initiative in this fight. Like this. Yeah, it feels like it's just too easy for white to live. Okay. Okay. It looks like some miscalculation. I guess then you need to play some other shape, which is not easy to find. I'm just trying to find a way, but maybe something like this, and this, but this is a huge minus, so I don't really want to play like this. K6. This feels sad. White is alive, and then there is no reason of this move. I think this is a problem. So then you need to play the other move here, maybe just like this. It's just better. Or to, I'm not sure, maybe to play like this first. This looks like center. Like this you capture, so white probably will play 4 and now play this. Now this doesn't really work. Now you have, I know it still works, so it doesn't really help. The shape is just bad, so you cannot play this. Maybe you need to play a bit more softer move. Maybe now this one works, so you need to play this or something if you want to block. But it's completely okay to block with this kind of move. It's less, but it's mostly not to connect A for B, but to build something on the right. And this is okay. Like you are also building something. Maybe other option, which I like, would be this one. I like this a lot. It's not so easy to answer. You get something in center, and now maybe you can already play. Now it's not really important. I mean, now you can even block from top. It's not really the point after 5. So maybe this is the sequence how it should be. Yeah, in a game after this, it felt really sad. Maybe it's time to just capture and continue, but I think probably white is ahead, so kind of have to play like this. Maybe some cool exchange like this is working, but I don't really think so. Yeah, feels like just doesn't work. So in this case, like here black can live. I think this is a live shape, but it doesn't really change the situation. It feels anyway super hopeless. Now, like for white doesn't need to even cut. White can just jump and situation doesn't look good. So I think this was a chance to play maybe here, and then this is good. Then I think black can play like this. Do you have questions here, or we can move on? Okay, let's move further. So next one is the game between Matthew Cable and Robin Bagardats. Don't know if my pronunciation is correct. Okay. So better than French people. Okay. This is all, at this point, everything is good. Yeah. This one is fine. This is cannot be bad. Like you can defend. I'm not really fan of defending. I prefer to give up this turn, like this, maybe here. I prefer to give up, but I think both are okay. I feel like this is more or less fighting shape, and it looks more solid than usually. So I prefer to play like this. If white extend, now connection is way better. This one, I just not clear. It's very difficult for me to fight in these center shapes. I think the correct one is this one. The reason for that, like white always can destroy right, so maybe you need to have a plan B with the center. And then that's why is the reason why I don't like this much, because center is too complicated and it's very difficult to estimate if it's good or not. Like let's say white will defend or build shape, and then you kind of need to follow or center or like this, but I'm not fan of this for black. Like it's okay, you can play like this if you are center player, you like to play with Moyo, but I'm not fan of that. Like this, you lose that opportunity now. Now you have only option to really block only this, and center is not that dangerous anymore. Okay, this is fine. Wow, this is crazy. I mean, it's not obviously bad, just not easy to answer. Everything is flying like this. Maybe just answer like this. I would answer like this just because I don't know if it's good. Maybe it's good for white, maybe it's for black, but I don't have any. Usually this is not so easy to. I'm not really sure what is about this move, like if it's good or not. And usually when I don't know, I don't risk. I go with this one because A and B. I'm pretty sure I don't know if it's good or not. Like in this situation, if black will get this area, or even white, I mean, B is giving you some value, but A for sure also give you some value. And in the game, it can be that A can be more useful, B can be more useful, you don't know yet. But about this, I don't have any clue, like if it's good or not. Also, it gives so much agi, I don't really know how to answer this, and let's say some kind of combo here. It already looks difficult, so I don't know. It looks a bit risky, but also I don't see how to play it from the first view, how to solve it. Okay. I think there is no reason not to play here. I think nowadays we don't play this pincer if we can. Like sometimes if you are forced, you are playing this, but this is not a good shape. Like in this situation, you don't want to add a move, and you don't really, this gives really a lot of stuff. So in this case, instead of 4, you need to play 4 like this, but this is just a worse shape because now 7 works. Like this and cut, something like this. Or Atari, I think it should be like this, this, and this kind of fight is there. This is always an agi, which is annoying. So that's why it's better to have a different one. I think usually it's like this. This is way easier. In this position it looks perfectly. You also destroy the moyo, and the shape looks good. Okay. Okay. I don't really know which one is better, this or this. I think both are good. You can connect like this and like this. Yeah, same shape. Well, I think here, if you want to play this as a move, this one, not cut. There is still a lot of agi with this shape. I mean, again, there is still a cut, which I don't know if it's working, but there is a lot of agi. So this, at least, it's anyway cuts, and anyway it destroys some agi, so it's way easier to continue like this. Okay. I think here I would play this. And now you can just cut. It's not easy. I'm not sure it's alive even. So this looks difficult for white to live with this group. And giving up these stones, also not sure it's really... I mean, maybe there is some combo again with this agi that is in this area, it will work. But I don't see how it works just like this. I mean, you need to combo a lot, and maybe you invest a lot on this. So I don't know. Looks risky. Like this, it's very easy for white to live. This cannot kill. Oh, this cut. I think this cut is probably the turning point where situation goes out of control. I think after this is very difficult to play as black. There is no need to cut. Like way easier to play maybe Keima, and with the same goal. I'm not sure I would even cut. Let's say even if I have a position here already a stone, I'm not sure I will cut. Let's say, but with Ko I wouldn't cut for sure. But even with that one I wouldn't cut, because there is not much you can get from it. I think it's way better maybe to defend. This is like you just get something, it already looks cool, defend. Why not? Or I would play something here to limit bottom and continue to play this cut. It's force a call, which probably you cannot win. But even if you can, let's say you win it. It's not like you need to spend a move, and anyway you don't get anything. Yeah, the situation goes out of control. Okay, this looks interesting. It looks, I mean, it looks like some decent sequence, but I think the problem was the cut. That situation just goes so like that white built some ponukis. Now situation looks very difficult. This is good. Also here, I think you don't need to play Hane if you're afraid of an additional Hane. Like here, maybe it's better to just play there. And you will be alive maybe with the group. And even if white will jump, nothing really dangerous not happening. So with this Hane, you can, it's not really necessary to play it. It looks like the shape, but it's the shape when you try to build something. Here, you cannot connect. So I think it's just good to jump here or jump somewhere. This is not important area. And white played it most likely to defend his own shape. So I'm not sure I would play here even as white. Maybe I would just go with something else. It looks natural in fact, but maybe you can also play from this, force black to defend and try to go with something, yeah, something on the bottom. Well, now situation goes like this is a bit risky way. In fact, it feels like that white block, but white invests some points and black is running inside white Moya. So I'm not sure how alive is black, but if black is alive, this might be risky. This one is strange. I don't know if it's even center. Let's say it's center, just making white stronger. It doesn't really make much sense, but doesn't really matter. Yeah, and now you see, you have to defend. And in this case, that whole idea of this wall doesn't really work well. Maybe black can even live with a move like this on the top and destroy the top, and then it's might be tricky on points in the end. Like even now. Black gets something here, and black destroy top. Maybe white is still good because of the right side, but overall I think white lose some points here. Okay. Now black is trying to live. I don't think this group should die, but you never know. Okay. Yeah, black is dying. I mean, it was not so easy. I think even here, if you will not die, like it's very difficult to do something already at this point. White have a lot of points, and probably if this group is not dying, then black will not get the corner, white will get the corner, and it would be very similar. Now, yeah, now the game is over. I think for black, this cut was really a big issue. H17 is something. Wait, let's check. So in the end, H17 instead of G17. Maybe, but it would be very similar. I think this one for sure it makes more chances, but I feel like at this point, as white, you can just play here. This one, like you don't need to kill, or let's say, I don't know what will happen if you will start to exploit even this one. It's not so easy to answer because if you get additional moves, then for sure there would be no eye here, and destroy 2 eyes on the top is not a problem. In this case, you are always As white, you have everything strong and black have to defend, and even on points, I think white is okay. Too many options. So even if this is not dying, I think the situation is not really good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and for black, this was the turning point. Really, a big mistake was here. I think maybe now black played some strange moves, like here with this block, but the situation is close. Like overall, it's for sure playable. You can play, just play B, you play C, whatever, D, E, a lot of options, everything is fine. Just not that cut, and I think from that cut it just starts to fall down the whole position. Okay, do you have questions or we should move on? Okay, so next one. The next one is a game between Matthew Brun and Matthew Gable. No. Yeah, this Hane. I think I never saw this. Usually we play like this. And I think white should be relatively okay with that. Like now, there is two moves which I want to play, like A and B. And I don't know which one even better. So probably something like this will happen, and then you need to turn. And locally, white get a bit better result on the bottom because of this 3. Like, but you know, black get additional corner or something like this. I think this is completely even. And usually it's not good, but as far with the empty corner, somehow I think it works. Because now maybe you can play even like this. Like now it's not so bad as it could be. This wall, like when it goes to this direction, this wall might be used. If it goes to other direction, like let's say it would be like this, then it's way harder to use. And in this case, it's even worse, because in this case, most likely this can be a weak group. There is nowhere to really try to extend, and in that case is okay. But this cut is never a good one. It's very difficult to answer now. Here is again difficult to say. I think this one probably is bigger because now this is center. It might be useful. I don't know, but I think this is more useful than bottom one. So I would play like this, but I don't think it really matters. Is b6 a Jikeshi? Probably not. I cannot imagine you are playing like this. This is, in my eyes, never a move, because you lose, well, one capture, but moreover, you have a cut point. But later, this response not really a necessary one. Like at this point, yes, it's center, because you are not alive with center stones. But as far as you will be alive, this would be not center. So I think you can just play it because you don't have other option to play it. And it's most of the times would be like this. And also I think I would play like this and maybe here. This is more dangerous usually. And then you can even Hane. And it's not easy to solve this for white. Like most likely white needs to play something like this. Yeah. And then push and leave. This looks painfully. Like usually, if you can, the best one is two space extension like this. This is the most powerful one from my experience, from pincers in this kind of situation when you want to cap. But also there is a cut, you need to be aware. Like now it's completely doesn't work, but sometimes it might be a problem. Okay. Yes, here I would just capture. Why I want to do it? I mean, you get center and you get additional corner. Locally, you get Ponuki, you get something on the bottom, and it was at this point already corner for black. So it looks okay. It looks like solution, and I would be happy with that. This one, I don't know. Looks maybe too much. Maybe also some compromise. As black, it's probably important to run. Just imagine you have a Ponuki, and running near Ponuki is usually good. You destroy a lot of points, and also you put a lot of pressure. I think I would be happy to run here as black. There is no reason to just give up that stones. Okay, this is good. It's also good. Fine. Why not? It's a very strange sequence. I would go with a different one. Yeah, just like this, but I think it's completely fine to go with a different one. This is fine. I'm not sure about this. This looks like a really strange shape. I don't know where even to play. Maybe it's okay, maybe not. It's very difficult to say. But with this one, I wouldn't be sure. This is the key point which you need to look for black. And I don't know if there is something or not. And mostly this is why I don't like this. Maybe it's okay, maybe not, I'm not sure. Okay, and here I wanted to show the invasion when you have these two stones, these two. Like it looks like a cool move, but AI completely doesn't like it. And the reason is this peep. It's very difficult to answer, and then this. It's super hard to follow. Like if you go like this, then not even black is under pressure. Now, like black under attack, not white. And if you play like this, then white is too easily. You don't need to connect, you can just jump. But option to connect makes this invasion too easy for white. So this is a usual invasion when you have the jumps there. And it's way easier than other one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, now it looks not that easy, I would say. It's still okay, it's still some fight, but yeah, could be way easier. This is fine. Maybe good idea just to leave, not to run, and then try to leave afterwards, if it's possible, still there, like if you are just alive. But maybe it's okay, also like this. Yeah, now you can leave, so it's completely fine. Don't know. Yeah. This I wouldn't play. This doesn't really help. Like I would just block. And in this case, there is way more agi. Like let's assume white answers here. I think there's so much agi there. But with these exchanges, you killed all possibility in the corner. I'm pretty sure there was something after this. And I'm not sure even after this if you cannot leave. I mean, it's very difficult to kill this, even now. Super difficult. Maybe you just play here. There is a big chance you have this move center, and then you can connect, for example. So I'm really not sure black can easily kill it. There for sure should be some call. I mean, even now, I think if you play like this, have to kill, and then you play this one, it's already super annoying. Then you for sure destroy more. And you can even push first, push, maybe it helps. It looks dangerous to play like this. And like this, I think black can get something. Like now, black are alive. Now corner is for sure safe. Maybe this one. Just to be sure that bottom is... all bottom is yours. I think like this, white is really ahead. With like it should be easy game like this. Okay. It's fine. Yeah, it's okay. This also looks okay. I mean, black gets something, but black also invests something, so to me looks completely fine. And I think this was a losing move. Now black should just defend like this. Like, and the game is still relatively... I think I still like white, but yeah, the game is close. And yeah, there was some cool Tesuji, which I didn't understand, but I don't know if it works. Maybe there is some stomaji. It's not really that important. But the idea that this move was mistake, because now you can always give away these 3 stones. And if you take another big move, like maybe here or Keima, which I like this Keima more, now you can always give up these 3 stones. It's not really important to follow them. But when you invest a move, they are becoming heavy. Now instead of a move here, instead of B, you have move at A. If you now give up them, it's very difficult. And now situation becomes difficult for black. Yeah. It looks... I mean, this is not dead, but yeah, this feels very difficult to fight. White attacking is very nice. This is good. I think here should be this one. This is the move which, or this, or maybe, yeah, this one looks the easiest one. And connect and just capture. And this is the easiest one to solve everything. If black defends, then there is nothing, so you can just kill. This way it's similar, but there is more moves, so I don't know. Also, in this kind of games, I don't know, it feels like with white you just need to capture this. Like maybe Atari and play here, and on this you just play this and you need to just capture. You don't need to... I don't know. This like feels like this game was 100 moves, where it was felt like black was fighting some chance, even though it was probably lost, but still black finds some core, and who knows, this time it didn't work, but who knows, maybe it will work next time. Yeah. Okay. This is alive. I mean, let's say we kill this. What is the status if this is dead? Maybe it's still enough. Then this is dead. Oof. That's why I wanted to make it super simple, because now with these groups, and I'm pretty sure you are playing on Biomi, it's still possible to lose the game like this. It's like, from my experience, I lose like a huge amount of games like this. So if you can kill the cutting stones, it's better to kill and not go for that. It's not the goal to win 200 points. Just easily 30 is always better. Do you have questions about this game? Okay, so let's go to the next one. So next one is Robin Bakartats and Matthew Brun. Yeah, so I think now I would be happy with this kind of, and maybe like even this, try to, or this, I think this one is also okay. Even this. I think it's okay to play like this as black. About this one, I didn't play it for a while. It's a small avalanche. It's playable, I'm pretty sure. And this is okay. But here I think, it was on purpose. Okay. I think the idea that you can play here, and it's not so easy to play against it. I don't really know, but it feels like if you play this one, then white is okay. I mean, you can play like this, and then white kind of solve it. And about the other one, I'm not sure. This cut, is it really a playable one? It feels like it's too much to play like this for black to go here. Yeah, and then you can just, I don't know. Oh, maybe just like this. Maybe. I'm not even sure. I never played this. I think in small avalanche, usually it's not like both players should go for that. I saw it sometimes, but I think you need to play here. This one also looks fine. Doesn't look that bad, but I think I would play here now as black, just to, and then go for this exchange. Is it really? I mean, it looks okay, but also maybe it's okay to just jump. Also fine. Very difficult for me to say what is better. Maybe it's better to just run. If I would choose, I would just run and then take the corner. But I would keep these stones if I can. Like here, you can just play this. And then just escape, jump. I think it's good to keep them. Okay. Yeah. So probably as white I would just capture. I'm just thinking how. Maybe like this. Or yeah, this one. Or this one is also okay. This is not so painful. It's a lot of points, and you kind of solve a lot of these annoying cuts later. Like this cut might be a problem, and shape is not alive with two groups. But I think it's worth to play there. Okay. Well, this is good. This was, everything was good. This is also fine. About this, it looks like super fun to move, and I think it's slow. It's not really it's not the move that gives you points. You can just block, for example. This puts some pressure on white, and later you get this center. So like just anything okay. Just play there, defend the corner. Everything is fine. This move, it's not really center. Like as white, probably I would just play here to defend or just take another big move. Overall, everything is relatively alive. This one feels, again, not absolutely necessary. You can easily skip it if you want. This one is attack, it's fine. Yeah, also the next one here, I also wouldn't play. I for sure would play on top. You don't need to run with a group which is alive. This is most likely not a good strategy. It's if just creating another group would be way easier. Even if black blocks, I think white is happy. Like, as far as this one is not dying, and I don't think it's dying. It's not like there would be a lot of points, but it will not die. And I don't think black can get a lot. then probably white get on top way more than these moves for black. Also this, I don't see a point of this. Maybe it's defending from the cut. But you can also defend like this. I like this more. This is a usual move which AI likes to like. This is a move which really as big as invading in the corner because of the follow-up, and it makes shape too strong. And also after this, it's also this one is center in order to kill. So you can play something like this, and then here, and then this one is center, and then it gives you even more. And if you don't answer, then you can play here, and this is just that. So that's why it's so powerful. Like it's give you also extend later. Okay. This is strange. I think for white, everything is alive for white. Just another big move is fine. I would be tempted to play something here. To be honest, I don't know what. I really don't know what. But I would be maybe this one. This would be my move, I guess. Just to play a shape point and try to live inside. Even now, I would be really tempting to destroy the old area, and then if as white you can do it, it's not so easy really to continue. Yeah, Tenuk is good. About this peep. This peep is okay, but I think right now is the perfect timing for black to play this, and cut. This is a standard answer of the peep in this Joseki, and for black for white there is not really easy to answer. Let's say like this. If you answer like this, there is later can be a call. It can be even now. This is not so easy to settle, because if you cut, this is still a call for the group. So you cannot really cut, because there is a big chance that this cut will not work at all. If let's say we capture, now you can get something. I mean, you get these two stones, and it's not really that easy to capture this, so most likely you can even defend. And the other Atari, like if we capture, it's a core, but if we don't capture now, if you play A, you can even, I'm not sure, maybe even you can play now, and it's kind of this move, forced to kill, like turn is now center. So basically when you play 7, it's very nice for white to answer, so you can later get this tiger mouse most likely in center. So this is a combo when like you can get something from it. It's working mainly on this peep, because now white have to answer, and it makes this call like the most logical one is to play call. But now this call, if white lose this call, this peep is a pass. And that's why we are playing just in this timing to see how white really solve it when white peep. Later, if you like, later when you spend already a move as black on defending, that core is just smaller. Oh, it's my variation. Okay, and then just shape. Okay, and now this combo. Okay, this is a compromise, should be fine. Yeah, I think maybe white could do even better. I really want to leave somewhere here, maybe start even with this one and see just how black would react. It's not easy, maybe then attach. It looks more dangerous. Yeah, this way it's fine, but I think black is happy. And maybe you would play here to be sure that the left side is cash. Mhm. I don't know. Giving up. This looks so dangerous. You have to play like this. You have to block. If it's working ideally, then it's okay. But I feel like I would be a bit afraid of this. Maybe there is something. C7 looks like a key move. Yeah, it looks like a key move, but I mean, I don't think if there is something. Like here, maybe white can hope to get this, but then you lose points on the bottom, so it's not really a problem. But I'm not really sure. Like this, you lose a lot of points in center, maybe. I don't know. Or maybe you have to give up. This is super tricky. I'm pretty sure it gives a lot of agi. Like now, no, there is nothing. Feels like there is nothing. But also feel like after this, if you are playing as white, you need to start from this. Not like don't make bad exchanges. I think if it would be here, it would be way better for white. Then just few points better with these bad exchanges. Schema, okay. Why not? Capturing is big and the game is close. Maybe this one is better. This, and then turn. Yeah, this looks a bit better than this. And I think the game is close. Maybe now white should just turn. And then the game is super close. I saw the game before and this Tsuji was really powerful, this. But anyway, there is a move at A. So you need to at least understand that there is a move at A, so maybe you cannot defend it, can you? It's very difficult to defend from both. Maybe you have to play like this. Something. Oh, this doesn't look so good, but I think it's really big. It's probably the biggest one. Bigger than on the bottom. Yeah. And now after this, I feel like that black is ahead. This looks really cool. Yeah. Okay. So far everything is forced. Also, this core on the left, I understand that white is kind of not desperate, but white thinks that he's losing, so playing this core might be okay. One thing which I want to say, you can play Tenuki now. Like this core, I think it's, don't know if this one is center, but I think it's okay to play Tenuki and don't play it. And I don't think there is a possibility of the cut. So in this case, you can take the last big move, and then it's not really clear because this core, I don't even. I mean, I think this move is really big, so maybe as big as the core. Core is around 6 points. You also get here a lot, like this. So the core is not good. I think I would defend now here, and then if white will capture the core, then I would just take another big move, which would be here. This is how I would play. Core making situation a bit unclear. I don't know how big it is. It's like how many points? 7 points. Top is also around 7 points, so it's very, very tricky. Yeah, also this one is a minus, maybe minus 1 point. The game is half point, so it might be important. You don't need to push. I mean, you can just capture as something which might be important, in fact. Yeah, this one is big. Maybe This is tricky question, which one is bigger. Maybe you can even get this and then cut and then play here. This is a lot of points also. So maybe this was a bit more than defending 2. 2 is 5 points, and this is a bit bigger. But this is, this is not easy endgame, and I think you played well both. There was not really a lot of mistakes. This go was fine. Yeah. So you cannot play it. In the end, it was very close. So I think everything was fine. And I think the situation was after this Tsuji kind of went into black favor, like when it was really difficult to win. I feel like this Tsuji was good. And maybe also these bad exchanges on the left here. Like if we maybe play immediately this, then you can get something. Like you can get 3-4, or maybe this would be more problematic to answer. You don't know later. So this looks like a bit better. Yeah. And also this moves in center. I think if there is no danger, way better to take a big move like invasion. It would be way more, yeah, just big moves. Because white cannot, like from my experience, these groups, AI can attack really well. But for humans, I don't have any clue. Like if you don't have a clue what to do, most likely your opponent also doesn't have any clue. This is usually works like this. And then, yeah, then just AI can find a way, but thinking like AI, it's not really easy. And that's why you can just leave it. It's relatively safe. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, do you have any other questions, or should we move on? Okay, so let's go to the next one. It's the last game for today. It's Robin Bonjon and Robin Bokardats. Yeah. It's good. This or you can play. This cannot be the mental breakdown game. I think this game you had a good chances to win. Just for some reason you give up as center stones. It's very difficult to see. I think this game is good. Like at this point, I don't know about this. I'm not a fan of it. Maybe I would peep. Feels like more active. And yeah, maybe now you can play it if you want. But again, it depends on the style a lot. Maybe something on the top, or I don't even know. This maybe like this was okay. This invasion. I think here I would consider something like this, and then maybe even something like 3. Yeah, this looks cool. Now it looks more important. I don't like the invasion here. This I don't like. I mean, by shape it's okay. You create a group, but I don't like that in the end, this storm will destroy also a lot on the left. Like that potential, all that position. So it feels like it's way easier to just build as white. For white also more. White has really huge moyo. It looks easier. This way, yeah. Okay. This is fine. I don't know why not to block. It looks fine. You can get some center moves. It's fine. You can play like this if you want. Yeah. This one, I mean, this is also okay. It's not really bad, but it feels like you leave a lot of stuff. I think I would immediately play like this. just as white. And I don't know if you can get one, maybe like this, but it doesn't really matter. That shape there will, there is no move. Now you can push. So it's very difficult to really settle the shape after this one. I think this is a key point in overall in this shape. And this one is also a key point, but now at least you have this, and you are always alive with this group. Okay, this is fine. Yeah, and here, again, I think maybe just one, and then maybe a touch. It's very difficult to play Hane. I feel like this is more interesting than just playing this. Also, when in this kind of position, if black will get A, like let's say you have B, A is not doing anything. Like in this case, if black will get this is not even center. So I don't think you need to play these exchanges. They are really bad. And the reason why they are bad, you also should lose a center here. Like, I think black can just play here. And something like this. And this is super painful. You cannot play on the top, and now also you want to play here, and maybe even black will capture everything. This is really painful, and still black can block. In this case, this is kind of a compromise. Like now white, you solve it a bit, but yeah, still looks good for black. This is good. Now just block. Yeah, you didn't feel it. It's true. I think this looks not good for sure for white. Black has more cash. This center is very strong. Yeah, and one or maybe even like this is so strong. You can even play like this, connect everything, and even if there would be a third part of this whole moyo, it's really a lot. And also now black will play here. Probably some moves like this will be sent, so this was the critical point. And there is no need to be afraid of this. I mean, you can just build the shape, and then, yeah. I don't see any chance here for white in this fight. Yeah, maybe even okay to cut. Black is so strong overall. It's not easy to fight here. And again, if you cut, later you can defend here in center, right is not safe, so. And now this is good. Yeah, this move is strange. If you want to play, usually we jump. Just overall, if you want to play, you jump. And the reason that you can at least affect later on this group. Let's say you play here, and then if you need, you can still put some pressure on 7. Like this, you don't really put any pressure. Like you defend your own group, but you don't put pressure, and this is important. This is also doing the same stuff and attack, but that one is not. Yeah. Okay. This is fine. This one was the easiest one. Like just to capture, maybe black will answer, and you kind of block all your territory. Now you can just limit there. I think this is fine. It's very difficult to kill this. Like very easy to live with a group when you have one group. In this case, it's more or less one group. I assume this one is alive. I call this lone group. And this is difficult to kill. Like this, then try again. You place this tiger mouse, you put some co, and we saw this before. And then you attach. It's so difficult to kill it. So yeah, this was the easiest way. But even now, it's okay. Everything is fine. I think at this point, as black, you just need to defend, and the position is super unclear. I feel like I would take black here in this game. It's still easy. There is, I mean, there is aggressive way. You can push. This is aggressive one because then you can get at some point a split in attack. But even just defending easy one would make the game very close. But even now, I mean, just connect. Try to connect two groups. As far as two groups are connected, everything is fine. Just jump. Yeah, something like this. Don't know how connected it is, but yeah. If you can connect all two groups, it would be one long group, and most likely it will be alive. And this is all what you need. And this is a losing move. After this, it's not really possible to win. You have to follow your idea, and you kind of take 15 points here, and white gets like 40, minus 25, maybe even more than 40. And after this, it's a really big difference. Yeah. And now, not even important how good you are playing endgame at this point. This is not really about endgame. I think you can even hope for this. You can get, in this case, if you want. If you are losing, I will go for this. Who knows? Maybe ko, maybe chance, but I think white will just play here, and you can even get this. It's 4 points difference. It doesn't really matter, but this is at least gives you a theoretical chance because you give white option to make mistake. This, and then yeah, but just this is not really possible. I think game by itself was interesting. Maybe I'm thinking now, and I feel like I would play now as white here, and then it would be okay. I think this is a key point. As far like all that invasion, all that top was probably a really bad sequence. And yeah, just turning here is really big to make your group strong. And yeah, and then later, if black answers, then okay, then you can follow like some Moyo idea, or I mean, it's not even necessary to play here, whatever, it's okay. Yeah. I think that one was a bit too low, all that fight. But you need to have experience. And also, I'm pretty sure you don't need to exchange this. This is not good exchanges, this. Even if assume that black answers, I think even like this it's not good. Because you get something, but you make black so strong, and now you fight near the wall. Doesn't make any sense. So maybe this one, and then hope to really play around that shape somehow, or some attach, or just don't touch it. I like the idea not touch, and just make it stronger and force black to defend. Yeah, something like this. Do you have questions about this game? Okay, cool. Yeah, so that's all for today. Thanks everyone for joining. Hope you learned something. Yeah, and see you other time.